Hi everyone, this is Teacher Tess. I hope that you're ready to read the story and learn some idioms and expressions. This is Unit 16, and the title of our story today is Man Tries to Turn Over a New Leaf. This story happened in Portland, Oregon, USA. I will read this first in a slow-paced mode. Then you can join me in reading the story again in a fast-paced mode. Let's start. D'Angelo seemed like a normal 17-year-old student. When he arrived at Grant High School in Portland in September 1998, he made many friends right away. He was a first-rate student, signing up for a full load of classes, including government, Spanish, and geometry. He always handed in his homework on time. He even sang in the school choir. But 3 months later, police interrupted the choir practice and arrested D'Angelo on the spot. It turns out that he was not 17, he was 31, and his real name was not D'Angelo but Michael Bachman. Bachman had forged documents to change his identity and become a high school student again. He was trying to hide from police for many different crimes. Grant High School was a school that Bachman attended 13 years earlier. He wanted to turn over a new leaf. I was trying to return to a time when I was not a criminal, to start again, to get a scholarship and go to college. He told police. Bachman is now behind bars for his new crime as well as his old ones. Now, students, please join me in reading the passage again in a fast-paced mode. Let's start. D'Angelo seemed like a normal 17-year-old student. When he arrived at Grant High School in Portland in September 1998, he made many friends right away. He was a first-rate student signing up for a full load of classes, including government, Spanish, and geometry. He always handed in his homework on time. He even sang in the school choir. But 3 months later, police interrupted the choir practice and arrested D'Angelo on the spot. It turns out that he was not 17, he was 31, and his real name was not D'Angelo but Michael Bachman. Bachman had forged documents to change his identity and become a high school student again. He was trying to hide from police for many different crimes. Grant High School was the school that Bachman attended 13 years earlier. He wanted to turn over a new leaf. I was trying to return to a time when I was not a criminal, to start again, to get a scholarship and go to college, he told police. Bachman is now behind bars for his new crime as well as his old ones. Well, I hope that you like our story for today. Now it's time for you to learn some idioms and expressions. In this part, you can read the idioms and their meaning, and then let's read some of the sentences in the story and find out how they use this idiom. Our first idiom is turn over a new leaf. When we say turn over a new leaf, it means decide to improve your behavior. And in this sentence, you can read this idiom. He wanted to turn over a new leaf. The other sentence of this is, he wanted to improve his behavior. Now, let's go to our next idiom. Make friends. When we say make friends, it means become friendly with other people. And in this part, you can read this idiom. When he arrived at Grant High School in Portland in September 1998, he made many friends right away. The other sentence of this is, when he arrived at Grant High School in Portland in September 1998, he became friendly with other people. Next idiom is first rate, and when we say first rate, it means excellent. And in this part, you can read this one. He was a first-rate student. The other sentence of this is, he was an excellent student. Now our next idiom is sign up for something. When we say sign up for something, it means agree to do something by writing your name. And in this part, you can read this idiom. He was a first-rate student signing up for a full load of classes, including government, Spanish, and geometry. The other sentence of this is, he was an excellent student and agreed to do something by writing his name a full load of classes, including government, Spanish, and geometry. Our next idiom now is hand something in. When we say hand something in, it means give something that is due to someone. And in this part, you can read this idiom. He always handed in his homework on time. The other sentence of this is, he always give his own homework before its due date. And now let's go to the word on time, and it means in this part, on time. When you say on time, it is at the arranged time or not late. Now let's read the sentence again. He always handed his homework on time. The other sentence of this is, he always give his homework at the arranged time or before it's too late. On the spot is our next idiom, and it means at the exact time and place. And in this part, you can read this idiom, on the spot. But 3 months later, police interrupted the choir practice and arrested the Angelo on the spot. In our sentence, 3 months later, police interrupted the choir practice and arrested the Angelo at the exact time and place. It turns out that it means what is finally clear is that. And in this part, you can read this idiom. It turns out that he wasn't 17, he was 31. The other sentence of this is,
What did you do?
finally, it became clear that he was not 17, but he was 31. Behind bars is our next idiom, and it means in prison. In other words, or in this sentence, Pac-Man is now behind bars. In other sentence, Pac-Man is now in prison. And also when we say as well as, it means and also. Okay, or in addition to. So in this part, Pac-Man is now behind bars for his new crime as well as his old ones. The other sentence of this is, Pac-Man is now in prison for his new crimes in addition as his old ones. Well, students, I hope that you can use these idioms in your daily conversations. This is Teacher Jessica, and I'll see you next time as we explore this book together. Bye!